let's head to Northern Virginia. Community is mourning the loss of a man killed in a car crash in Germantown, Maryland. This happened on Tuesday. The man is William Vance Payne II. His car was hit by a stolen vehicle with 7 kids in it. Police say that a 13-year-old was actually behind the wheel. Payne died at the scene. DC News Now spoke with Audrey Facemeyer, who is a friend with the family.
Having kids steal a vehicle, go joyriding at 5 in the morning, it just seems really odd to me. I would see later on at night, 9 to 12 maybe, if they're going to do anything like that.
And Payne worked as a mechanical engineer at Gaithersburg's National Institute of Standards and Technology for nearly 30 years. The company said in a statement, quote, that our thoughts are with Vance's family and friends and colleagues during a difficult time. And again, it's a lot, Shanique, and I think that, when you say that it hits a community, it hits a neighborhood, and then it expands out. This is certainly one of those cases.
Oh, yeah, very sad case. And, it's one of those things where that really shouldn't have happened,
Yeah.
And when people question why, that is one of those cases where you just look at it and you ask yourself why, for so many different reasons here. So our thoughts are with everyone involved there. All right, now let's turn to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. They closed another part of Cunningham Falls State Park in Frederick County, Maryland, and this is after another beaver attack. A 19-year-old fisherman said a beaver bit him Wednesday morning in the South Beach Day use area. NRP officers caught and euthanized the animal, and the Frederick County Health Department is now testing it for rabies. And this is the second incident at the state park within the past 2 weeks. Last week, a 13-year-old boy was bitten by a beaver that tested positive for rabies. And in the district, Mark, the D.C. Public Library is stepping up enforcement downtown, putting new barriers in place to prevent people from sleeping outside of the MLK Library. And new signage and black barriers down the middle of the sidewalk are now in place, with library police stationed outside of the building overnight. According to a spokesperson from the library, complaints of intimidation, urination, defecation, and more have made the library unwelcoming. And library police began the 90-day pilot program on July 6th, first with verbal warnings, and then on July 20th, refusal to leave led to a bar notice. And as of August 3rd, those who refused to leave after being warned and barred could be arrested. And after all this, the program leading to some pushback.
This is the only thing keeping them out of the bubble. It's raining right now. Everybody out there is going to be out in that tonight. Every one of them.
And the library says since the start of the pilot, there have been no issues with non-compliance.
All right, Shanika, Alexandria is starting a new program to keep people facing eviction in their homes while making sure that the landlords actually get paid.
That's right. The eviction diversion program is officially underway with its very first tenant. DC News Now's Max Marcilla shows us how it works and who's eligible.
This new program allows for some people in Alexandria who may have fallen behind on their rent to catch up through a payment plan without leaving their home. Here's how it works. A tenant shows up to their first court hearing and can ask to be a part of this program. If they meet the eligibility, which more on that in a moment, they'll pay 10% of what they owe that day and 30% each of the next 3 months. They'll also have to keep up on their regularly monthly rent too. Now, to be eligible, you have to show you have income or sufficient funds to complete the payment plan, and there are a few guardrails. For instance, you can't do this program more than once within a year, and you can't have defaulted on a rent payment plan within the last year. We spoke with Mary Horner from Alexandria's Office of Housing, who says this is a way to help tenants before they lose their home, but also won't cause landlords to struggle.
The hope is that landlords will be paid in full, that they will be made whole, and that we are avoiding these unnecessary costs that that are borne through the eviction process, the legal fees, the court costs, the service of process to the sheriff, the stress and anxiety to tenants who then have to take time off from their jobs to go to court.
This permanent program comes after a pilot phase in 4 different localities across the Commonwealth. Here's the thing, it happened at the same time as COVID and the eviction moratorium that was in place, so it didn't really get a great sense of how effective the program was, though reports say it at least prevented several evictions. Reporting in Alexandria, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, our thanks to Max Marcilla. Before we head to the break, Shanika, big move yesterday for the Commanders. Maryland native Stefon Diggs has signed a 1-year deal to join the team. A deal is worth up to $12 million. Diggs has had 7 1,000-yard seasons, including catching 1,013 yards and 4 touchdowns last season for the New England Patriots. And that team, oh, by the way, went to the Super Bowl. So and that's video of Stefon Diggs at I believe the University of Maryland practice facility yesterday, where I think he played. You can see Coach, he's standing next to Coach Mike Loxley. So welcome Stefon Diggs, and we certainly hope that he can make a difference.